I've got a question. Is it possible, there's a lot of teenagers or just people that are into things like Twilight or...
Twilight? What's that?
Yeah. It's...
I don't know. I'm sorry.
So movies or books...
There's a movie called...
let me rephrase the question that I want to ask.
I'm a bit out of touch.
Is it possible... That's all right. Is it possible for a Christian or for anybody really to watch movies or to read literature or books that are that have themes like sorcery or witchcraft or the occult without being affected in a negative way? So is it possible to just view a movie with those themes and not be affected in a negative way, or to read books with those themes and not be affected?
Okay, I got the question.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would say for 99% of Christians it's not possible, because they're not strong enough to handle it. They'll be affected, like all these Harry Potter stuff. It's 100% from the devil. The devil is preparing a generation on earth to serve him. And one way he's doing it is with these Harry Potter books, with witchcraft, occult, and so many things like this. I mean, you wait and see what's going to be the condition of these people who are watching this today, 20 years from now. You watch the type of dreams they're going to have. You watch the way their mind is going to go. And I personally am called to stand against that and to protect God's people from that. Whether it's a book or a movie, I believe they will be affected unconsciously, subconsciously. They will be influenced by that. I mean, there are stories of even, I remember about, was it 30, 40 years ago, there was a game introduced in the United States called Dungeons and Dragons. And my brother, who was in the United States, who was not a Christian, he doesn't know any about these things. It was the latest children's toy game, and he brought it for my children. My kids were 7 years old, 8 years old. And I looked at it and I saw the contents. I didn't even open the box. I returned it. I said, sorry, I don't want my children to play with this. All about witches and pretending. I know it's pretense, but I don't want my children to be affected by that. I feel that anything that's doubtful like that, what am I gaining out of it? So I would warn all people that you may say there's some entertainment value. There's a lot of entertainment today which is under the control of Satan. And its long-term effects, it may not be immediately discernible, but its long-term effects will always be to draw people, if not completely towards the devil, to blunt their spiritual edge. I see, to me, one of the words God's spoken to me is, my knife must be sharp for God. It's not just that I should not lose my knife, but it must be sharp, and I must not let anything blunt the edge of that knife as I seek to do God's work. Anything, any type of reading, any type of entertainment, however innocent it may look, if it blunts my spiritual edge, if it takes away even slightly from the anointing of God upon my life to preach the word, I don't want it. Life is so short. Jesus has got so few wholehearted servants that he cannot afford to lose those whom he's trained and equipped. I know God has trained and equipped me through many years as I've studied the word. And I don't want the Lord to lose me by my playing the fool with these things and blunting my spiritual edge, because I see so many others have done that. And so I hope that those of you whom the Lord is speaking to, that you will not follow the direction of compromisers who are lukewarm, and that you remain wholehearted for God.